Zips Football with Terry Bowden and host Joe Dunn is brought to you by Summa Health. It's your health. Let's own it together. Bud Light, the world's famous light beer. Doubletree by Hilton Akron Fairlawn, proud to be the host hotel of Zips Football. By your Akron, Canton, Bryant heating and cooling dealers. And the Spaghetti Warehouse, famous for its 15-layer lasagna.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another week of Zips Football with head coach Terry Bowden. Well, the Zips are now 2-2 after a tough loss to the Miami Redhawks Saturday afternoon over at Infocision Stadium. It's on to Buffalo next Saturday. That'll be a noon kickoff. We'll talk more about the Bulls later. But, Coach, talking to you after the game, that second half, it seemed like nothing went right. You answered their 14-0 lead with 17 straight points. I thought we had the thing turned around then.
We really did. We had it turned around, got ourselves back ahead, but then we didn't handle adversity well.
Yeah.
We gave up some turnovers. We gave them some third down plays, and then at the end, we kind of let it get away from us at the end, what was really a very, very competitive football game. But, we've responded well in the past, and it just seems like Saturday, everything that could go wrong did go wrong, and that's not excuses. We didn't do our job. But when things don't go right, you've got to play really good football when the breaks don't go your way, and it's a little bit what happened second half Saturday.
Okay, let's go back to Infocision Stadium this past Saturday. It's homecoming. Nice crowd. Thanks to everybody for coming out to Infocision Stadium to watch the Zips take on Miami. Highlights, again, brought to you by Summa Health Systems and ESPN.
There's a good swing pass to Van Edwards. We don't count that as running yardage, but those are outside runs for us. This was the first drive. We drive past the 50, and Quad takes the handoff out of the backfield, something a little different. When we fumble it, can't have that. But the defense steps up and makes a great stop. So the turnover didn't lead to any points as our defense comes up right there. Kyron Brown coming up from his cornerback position to make a play. We're back on the ball. Dre Williams makes a nice catch there, one of his 7 catches. There's the outside swing pass, which is like a running sweep. Van Edwards makes another big gain outside there. He gained twice over 10 yards in the outside runs. We get there with a swing pass and the blocking outside. But they stop us, so they come back. It was really just a back and forth defensive struggle there at the beginning. Good team effort. We get the ball back. Cato Nelson rushed for 53 yards. Now he lost about 20 on sacks, but he rushed for over 50 yards and had some nice runs to keep our offense moving. Van Edwards, that's a 3rd and 1 right there. Makes a great effort right there to pick up 8 yards. Watch him make that linebacker miss right there. Good hard running. We need to break more explosive plays. We just haven't had the long runs out of our passing attack. Nice pass to Dre Williams over the middle. Got us moving again. Cato throws that ball. You see good timing right there. Dre's done a very good job. Like I say, he caught 7 passes. There's a swing pass. Look at that great effort. Ulysses Gilbert shows his athletic ability. Watch him come over here on the swing pass. Outrun, pull him down, take him for a 6-yard loss on that play right there. Defense still playing pretty well. Nice stop right there on the inside give by our defense. Coming up again for a nice play right there to stop him. But they get the drive down into our territory, down inside our 10-yard line. And we got to make that tackle. The guy makes a nice run right there. We hold them to a 4th and 2. Right here's the right here's the shift. That takes it down to the 2-yard line.
Right.
That gives them a 4th and 2 right here. Then they push us in right there to get the score and to get the touchdown to go up 7. We come back with a football coming back. Nice good job by Quad Smith catching the football, but they stop us and they come back and get a touchdown to make it 14-0. 2 good drives they have, but we come back now with about 6 minutes left in the half, and we come about 4 minutes left in the half. We come back down 14. Nice throw to Quad. I think he's going to break this when he cuts back across the grain. Right there, made one probably too many cuts, but he gets it real close to their territory. You'll see it right here. Nice catch by Dre Williams to catch the ball on the outside. Beautiful timing route right there as he catches the ball on the out route. And we're getting the ball back down. Cato does a great job of when nothing's open, scrambling, watch here, for the first down, almost sticks it in the end zone. Comes back now. We've got vertical routes. He scrambles. He sees an open Nate Stewart on the sideline. He dives across the goal line, and now we've got points on the board. With only about a minute and 44 seconds left, we get 7 points on the board.
We've answered now, Coach. You got momentum going.
Well, we got it on our side. Then we come back, watch this. They're trying to make something happen on their end, and you know who? Alvin Davis makes a great interception right here. We get the ball back now with a minute and 37 seconds left. They hold us to a field goal, though. We drove it down, almost got in the end zone. They hold us to a field goal, but now we go into to the dressing room 14-10. It's a different ball game.
Yeah, I talked to you at halftime, Coach. It felt pretty good. You could get some things done in the second half. I thought our receivers could get open in the secondary. Just didn't happen in the second half for us.
Just didn't happen quite as much we needed to happen. We got ahead, but we made too many mistakes. Yeah. And I want to say it was our playing behind the chains. We would lose yardage on early downs, and we'd be second and 15, third and 12. That we can't have. Zips
are down 14-10 at the half. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I'll tell you, it's just not football for these players at the University of Akron. A lot of community service, going out, meeting the public, doing some good things. We're going to talk about that right after this.
The University of Akron is more than a college or campus.
It's a connection to the community.
To the thousands of opportunities right here in Northeast Ohio.
And to the partnerships with employers and organizations.
Like the LeBron James Family Foundation, where we connect kids to life-changing possibilities.
It's the strength of UA, this city, and these connections.
It's where students make an impact on their community and in the world.
While still making an impact
in the classroom,
on the track,
in the boardroom,
and in my community.
That's what makes us the University of Akron.
Roman was born with a hole in his heart. But thanks to the experts at Summa who found the problem and fixed it quickly, he's feeling 26 again. Not 76. Minimally invasive heart procedures, many performed in under 2 hours. Summa Health, vital for getting back in the game and more.
Well, when you're a University of Akron football player, you get involved in much more than football, also community service. Let's take a look at some of the projects football players are working on right now.
This year in 2018, we sat down as a group and we wanted to make a goal of 500 hours of community service, which was a big deal. It was very important to us. So we set up projects every Wednesday, going different places. We did things like kids camps. We went to local middle schools and elementary schools and did different days with those kids. We went to food banks, hospitals. So we've done all those kind of things. And really the main important thing for me and why we wanted to do this was to understand this concept of servitude and understanding how much when our guys can serve with nothing expected back, how much energy they can receive because of that. So we talk about transactional relationships where I do something for you if you do something back for me. And we wanted to teach guys that that's not their way to go through life. And I can't think of a better way than community service. So we serve them and we get nothing in return, theoretically. And I think our guys got a lot out of it from understanding and how much energy they took from just helping other people.
During the summer, we obviously go to the food bank quite a bit. We help at homeless shelters. Before every game, we get a group of guys who go to the Children's Hospital, hang out with the kids. We did a real cool event down the street actually, and it was like for the whole community. All the kids came out. They had like a water park. There were water guns, slides, pools. They had like a huge soap foam station. I was in there. Kids were getting launched over top of me, throwing foam. I mean, it was a great time.
I think doing community service together with your teammates is great because, you get to get away from the field and be with just your friends outside and doing good work, and you get to see how lucky you are, and it makes it bigger than football. You can get out in the community and really meet people out there and make a difference in their life, aside from just playing a game on a Saturday.
Just the way that they would treat each other, of little things that I think when they understand we spend our time to go and help others, how much that transition into our locker room, into our workouts, and seeing guys really get, because that's what this is. This team, the more we can serve each other, the better we're going to be. And that's how it works in families, that's how it works in businesses. So I think them seeing and me seeing how they learned that the best way, which is by experience, was what was so powerful and impactful about it with our guys in our locker room.
I think it's real huge for the football team and especially this university to give back to this community, because I don't think that in the past decade that's been an emphasis at all. And I really think that it's progressing forward at a rapid rate. And I just think it's great. You can't have a university in a city or anything without supporting that community. I think that should be everyone's number one priority, to help this city, because it's a mutual relationship. You help the city, they're going to come out, support us, support this university with anything we need as well.
We like to just make our faces known out there in the community and help people who don't have an opportunity to be at college for free, just playing ball every day. We get to help bring people up. And then for me, as a personal note, I think it's very important, because I've seen people struggle, people that I know, and just to be able to give back to them for free, just helping out, it's a great thing.
Coach, it's just not all about football. I know you encourage your players to get out in the community and really do some good things.
It really is. These guys are learning how to give back.
Right.
They're so blessed with their abilities and their opportunities and the college experience. But we also want them learning how to give back to others that may not be as fortunate. They're often down at the Haven of Rest, the Children's Hospital, around the community doing projects. And we give them points. We have a competition going in the off season who can get the most community service points. And they have fun. It's a good battle that goes on, but it's great public relations for our football team and our university. And it teaches these guys a little bit more about some of the character to be a well-rounded young man.
I hope you enjoy watching our players not only on the field but off the field, as they do a lot of good things here at the University of Akron. We're going to take a break. When we come back, second half highlights. The Zips are down 14-10, but they're going to come up with a big play. We'll watch that right after this timeout.
Sir Jeremy, you are a true friend of the crown. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. Madam Susan, you are an even truer friend of the crown. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. What is that?
This is a spiced honey mead wine that I have really been into lately.
Please follow Sir Brad. He's going to give you a private tour of the pit of misery.
I'm sorry, what? Pit of misery. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Here's to the friends you can always count on.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
let me show you how this works.
It takes Bryant.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
And to keep your family comfortable, it takes H-Jacks Plumbing and Heating. Find them at hjacks.com.
Welcome back to Zips Football with head coach Terry Bowden. We're at halftime right now. The Zips lost to Miami on Saturday, Infocision Stadium. Coach, you came up with a huge play early in the second half, 17 straight points to take the lead. You had to be feeling pretty good about that.
I really did. I felt like we would make that move and come back, but we just didn't seem to have that spark.
Yeah.
And we did not take advantage of opportunities. Defensively, we couldn't get off the field. The thing that we had played so well the last two games against Iowa State and Northwestern, defensively, we've gotten the other team off the field. I thought Miami did a great job, and I thought their quarterback did a great job of keeping their pet players on the field by making critical third downs.
I'll tell you, let's go back to Infocision Stadium. Second half highlights, once again, brought to you by Summa Health Systems, courtesy of ESPN.
We come right back. We stop them on their opening drive. We get the ball back. Nice run right there by Van Edwards as we get the ball back. But we forced to punt the football. Now watch what happens here. Here's the football. Nice hit right there. Ulysses Gilbert catch it in the air, outruns for the end zone. Huge score from specialty teams, puts us up 17-14, and really gave us a spark, but we couldn't keep it. They came right back and drove. A nice defensive play right there. Nice job there by Jamal Davis, but they come through and get the score to go back up 21-17. They'll come back and kick another field goal too, but that's a nice job right there. Jordan George making a tackle, good defensive effort right there. But they kick the field goal and come back and make it 24-17. That's just 1 point. We're in the fourth quarter, or heading right into the fourth quarter. We just need to make one big play. There's Dre Williams on that outside flare pass, which again is like an outside running play. We run the football. Cato keeps on the option and pulls the ball out, makes a nice throw right there. Nice job. He throws one across the middle, make a big completion right there. Scrambles out to the outside. Nice catch right there by Quadarius Smith. But we were held and could not get the ball. We're now in the fourth quarter. Here's the big 74-yard run. It was amazing because amazing because right here, I think the video showed he stepped out of bounds, but they said no. And but you can't let that happen.
Nope.
A 74-yard run, that's an explosive play.
Yeah, a lot of head-scratching things went on in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're starting to make mistakes as we start to catch up, play a little bit of catch-up ball here. There's a tip ball. So a late interception right there, the ball was tipped, and it tipped for an interception. They get the ball in great field position, but we hold them on a 4th down stop. That right there, here's the 4th. I think this is the run right here where the defense stops him right there. And it lines him up, and he has to kick a field goal to go up 34-17. But they're pecking away at us, so we've got to make something happen.
Yeah.
We've got to make something happen, but you'll see right here another one. Another play, deflected, diving catch. That's 2 in a row. Deflected footballs that became interceptions. But, again, put them on the field in their side of the territory, on their side of the field, and gave them a chance. But we come up with a big stop. Beautiful job right here. There's the big 4th down stop to stop them here. Give us a chance just to catch back up in the ball game. See if we can get back in it. Defense makes a big stop right there. We come back. Here, and when it rains, it pours. There's another 1st down run, and we fumble there. 4 times in a row we had turnovers at the end of the game. And they come down. There's a fumble. We should recover it. They recover it in the end zone for another touchdown. And that's kind of where the points ended right there with those turnovers. We're trying to get something going. Cato's still working hard, trying to finish strong right now and make sure we end on a positive note. You got to make a big play to get back in the game. We make plays, but not quite big enough, most of them being Cato running the football or making the throws. That's the case with about 4 minutes left, trying to make too much happen. That wasn't open, trying to make too much happen and not taking advantage of what is open.
Defense continues to play hard, though, to the
they
bitter
play
end.
hard, keep them out of the end zone, and that's the way the game ended. So, I mean, what went from a 17-14 lead in the third, 17, then a 21-17 game at fourth quarter, it just got away from us at the end.
It felt like on the field, Coach, once you were up 17-14, if you score one more time, you're going to break their spirit a little bit.
Exactly, and we had a chance to. They hit a 3rd and long and kept their drive going. If we break them and score that time, we change it. But you know what? It didn't happen. Now the key is for us to respond and see how we do next week.
Exactly. We'll talk about that Buffalo game coming up a little later. The Zips right now are 2-2. We're going to take a break, come back with our weekly Players of the Week and the big play right after this.
The University of Akron is more than a college or campus.
It's a connection to the community.
To the thousands of opportunities right here in Northeast Ohio.
And to the partnerships with employers and organizations.
Like the LeBron James Family Foundation, where we connect kids to life-changing possibilities.
It's the strength of UA, this city, and these connections.
It's where students make an impact on their community and in the world.
While still making an impact
in the classroom,
on the track, in the boardroom,
and in my community.
That's what makes us the University of Akron.
Roman was born with a hole in his heart. But thanks to the experts at Summa, who found the problem and fixed it quickly, he's feeling 26 again. Not 76. Minimally invasive heart procedures, many performed in under 2 hours. Summa Health, vital for getting back in the game and more.
Okay, right now it's time to announce our Players of the Week. Before we do that, we always let you know what we think is the big play of the week. And, Coach, we're going to watch Ulysses Gilbert again on that fumble recovery. The big hit, I don't know if you knew that, Devon Jones out of Coventry High School had the big hit.
Big hit. That's a great hit. Caused the fumble right there. You know, what we didn't say, that this comes after a punt return we had called back with a penalty. But here's the big play. We're down 14-10. Ulysses Gilbert makes the snag out of it midair. And he makes the run for the distance into the goal line to make the score to put us up 17-14. Big play, and could have been and should have been a big play in the outcome of that game.
Exactly. Thanks to Brian Heaton and Cooling for sponsoring our Play of the Week each week. Our Offensive Player of the Week, we've talked about him all program. Andre Williams, Coach, he continues to be your go-to guy.
Yeah, he's just becoming just a more important receiver and outside runner. He had 7 catches for the day, did 7 catches, 66 yards on the day. But he's got outstanding hands. He's out of Orlando, Florida, and is just a very good route runner, got outstanding hands. And we try to get him the ball in a lot of different ways.
Congratulations, Andre Williams. Our Defensive Player of the Week is senior linebacker Ulysses Gilbert. As you say each week, Coach, he's always around the football.
Well, he runs so well. You know, he's very, very fast, 230 pounds, very fast. And so he gets around the football. And when he's around the football, good things are going to happen, whether it be caused fumbles or fumble recoveries, interceptions, those type of things. And just a great play right there by a great football player, a great young man. There he is right there making a big stop on the goal line. You watch it run down right there. It's great. There, you just see the speed and acceleration he has when he plays. Great young man, great student athlete.
Exactly. Special teams player of the week. How about Nick Gasser? Continues to do a good job for you on kicking. I had a big field goal for you late in the half.
He sure does. He's been very, very good on field goals, very consistent on field goals, and he punts he's about the most accurate punter, not the longest punter that I've ever had, but probably the most accurate. When he wants to put that ball in the corner of the field, he does a great job doing that.
He got all of this one. He boomed it.
Yeah, this is a 40-yarder, but he had plenty of room on that to make another one. But he's been very, very good. He had two of two on field goals last week and made another one this week.
Exactly. Our Zips player on the rise is a young man that I watched play spring football. Was very impressed with Keandre White, another freshman out of Florida, Coach.
Yeah, Keandre is one of our bigger backs. He's a freshman, but he's 230 pounds. And he's a load to bring down when he gets the ball. And so he's going to be one down the road that's going to really help us. We've got some outstanding young running backs. We've been in a lot of tight ball games. We haven't played as many people. But I hope we can play some of these running backs, so we've got some good young ones.
Yeah. Congratulations to all those young Zips for being chosen as our players of the week. We're going to take our final break. When we come back, it's on to Buffalo for the Zips. That'll be a noon kickoff against the Bulls. We'll come back and talk about that football team right after this.
Sir Jeremy, you are a true friend of the crown. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. Madam Susan, you are an even truer friend of the crown. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. What is that?
This is a spiced honey mead wine that I have really been into lately.
Please follow Sir Brad. He's going to give you a private tour of the pit of misery.
I'm sorry, what?
Pit of misery. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Here's to the friends you can always count on.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
Let me show you how this works.
it takes Bryant.
Bryant. Whatever it takes.
And to keep your family comfortable, it takes H-Jacks Plumbing and Heating. Find them at hjacks.com.
Well, the Zips are on the road Saturday afternoon to take on a very good Buffalo Bulls football team. They are 5-1. That'll be a noon kickoff, Coach, and they present a big challenge for you.
They really are. They have had a good, strong program. Last year, our game went down to the wire 21-20.
Yeah.
That we beat them, but they're playing very well. They've won their non-conference games, all but Army, and they've won 2 games in the conference. So quarterback's a veteran. They got 2 running backs that got over 100 yards last week, and they play good defense. It's a good football team. This is a good conference. This is a good football team.
Tyree Jackson, their quarterback, is 6'7", 245 pounds. A lot of people think he's developing into an NFL prospect.
Hey, he sure is good. I'm going to tell you, we've played against him now. Last year he was injured and got back for us. We were able to beat him. The year before he was outstanding as well. He's been a big part of their football team, and I'm going to tell you, he's a heck of a quarterback.
Exactly. Also, they have Khalil Hodge, a young kid out of California, a linebacker. Fits right into that linebacker mold. They're developing up at Buffalo. Have had some good ones up there.
He is a very, very good football player. We think we've got as good as they get in Ulysses Gilbert, but Khalil Hodge is an outstanding player as well.
Of course, this is a Mid-American Conference game, Coach, and I know it's big to go up there and try and get out of there with a win. That would really help us as far as trying to get up to Detroit.
Eastern Division opponent, MAC opponent. Thank goodness it's not a night game. We've been up there for some awful cold, rainy nights in Buffalo, but a noon game. Hopefully the weather will be good. Early as it is the year, and that we go out there and play a good football game.
Yeah, looking back to that Miami game, Coach, I know the players were disappointed. What did you tell the players about now the remainder of the season to get back on track?
That things like this happen. It's about how you respond. Last year we lost to Miami.
Yeah.
We came back and beat Ohio and went on to win the division. I don't know if you remember back when we had our bowl winning team in 2015.
Yeah.
We lost 59-14 to Bowling Green in that same slot right there. Our defense came back to be the #1 defense in the conference, and we went to a bowl game and won 8 games. So you have to overcome those type of things, and those are the things that happen. That's what we had to do there. So you kind of want to watch it, correct the mistakes, But put that loss behind you, because I still think with the veterans that we have on this football team, they'll respond.
Coach, hopefully next week we're talking about a win, get things back on track, and get right back in that Mid-American Conference race. For head coach Terry Bowden, I'm Joe Dunn. Thanks for watching another edition of Zips Football. Always remember, go Zips. We'll see you next week.
Zips Football with Terry Bowden and host Joe Dunn is brought to you by Summa Health. It's your health. Let's own it together. Bud Light, the world's famous light beer. Doubletree by Hilton Akron Fairlawn, proud to be the host hotel of Zips Football. By your Akron, Canton, Bryant heating and cooling dealers. And the Spaghetti Warehouse, famous for its 15-layer lasagna.